At some point, almost everyone trying to build wealth asks the same quiet question. Why does this feel so slow? You can be saving, investing, and avoiding obvious mistakes, yet your net worth barely seems to move. That feeling isn't failure. It's a phase most people misunderstand. Wealth doesn't grow evenly. It moves in jumps. Long stretches of slow progress are followed by periods where everything starts accelerating. I'm Ron, and on InvestorBro, we focus on recognizing those shifts early, understanding what causes them, and positioning yourself so when momentum arrives, you're ready for it. First point, when growth starts outrunning your contributions. In the beginning, wealth building is mechanical. Your progress depends almost entirely on what you add. Save more, it grows. Skip a month, it stalls. Returns exist, but they're small because the base is small. That's just how compounding works. The first tipping point happens when scale changes everything, when your investments start generating more growth than you personally contribute each year. Imagine earning $60,000 and investing $10,000 annually. If your portfolio is $30,000, an 8% return adds only about $2,400. It feels invisible. But after years of consistency, if that portfolio grows to $200,000, the same 8% adds $16,000, more than your yearly contribution. Nothing about your behavior changed. The base did. This is where people misjudge progress. They expect dramatic results early when the math guarantees subtlety. Most of compounding's impact happens later. Small balances grow slowly even with great returns. Large balances grow faster even with average ones. Your mindset shifts here too. Early on, every market drop feels personal. Later, once growth outpaces contributions, you begin to understand that time, not timing, is doing the heavy lifting. This phase rewards structure more than brilliance, automatic investing, low costs, diversification, and patience. Investors who trade less and stay invested longer consistently outperform those chasing trends. But many people reset this progress without realizing it. As income rises, lifestyle expands, the surplus disappears, and capital never reaches critical mass. Those who cross this first threshold usually do one thing well. They let excess income stay invested long enough to compound uninterrupted. This moment isn't about becoming rich. It's about no longer being the sole engine of your financial growth. Your money begins working alongside you, and that momentum leads into the next shift. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this video, consider giving it a like. It really helps InvestorBro grow and tells YouTube you want more content like this. Second point, when your portfolio starts to rival your paycheck. The next tipping point arrives when your portfolio stops feeling abstract and starts competing with your job in real numbers. Up to this point, your salary has been the center of your financial life. It pays the bills and funds your investments. Your portfolio grows quietly in the background. But when asset growth begins matching a meaningful portion of your income, the balance of power changes. Picture someone earning $80,000 a year, taking home about $55,000 after taxes. If their portfolio begins generating $30,000 to $40,000 in a normal year, the comparison becomes unavoidable. That's a second income stream, one that doesn't require extra hours. This is where compounding becomes psychologically real. Wealth stops being only about the future. It starts influencing the present. You begin thinking differently about risk and time. A bad job situation feels less catastrophic. Negotiations change. Decisions slow down because you gain the ability to wait. Income from capital scales differently than income from labor. Salaries are limited by time and energy. A portfolio grows simply by existing. That asymmetry is powerful. People who reach this stage often become more selective with spending, not more extravagant. Every dollar spent has a visible opportunity cost, not theoretical, but real.
Research shows net worth often accelerates once investment income reaches a significant percentage of earned income. Returns generate more capital, which generates more returns, even if your contributions stay the same. This stage also brings clarity. You start separating income that depends on you from income that doesn't. That distinction reshapes your sense of stability. You're no longer relying on a single engine. It's not financial independence yet. You still work, but your time becomes less constrained by necessity. And once your portfolio consistently rivals your paycheck, the idea of work itself begins to evolve, which leads to the final shift. Third point, when work becomes optional. The last shift isn't defined by a specific number, it's defined by leverage. Work stops being necessary for survival and becomes a choice about how you spend your time. Studies show that once investment income covers roughly 60 to 80% of basic living expenses, dependence on earned income drops dramatically, even if people don't formally retire. Many high net worth households derive more than half of their income from assets rather than labor. The defining factor isn't extreme wealth, it's the proportion of income coming from capital. Behavior changes at this stage. People become more willing to accept unstable or low-quality jobs. Careers become less linear because accumulated assets buffer risk. When income isn't tightly tied to effort, decisions slow down. You stop optimizing every move for immediate financial gain and start thinking about durability and positioning. There's also a broader social effect. People who can wait negotiate better terms. Those who need income immediately often accept worse ones. Over time, that difference compounds into better opportunities, not because of superior ability, but because of reduced pressure. Capital becomes a stabilizer. It reduces volatility in life outcomes, protects against random setbacks, and allows continuity, which quietly amplifies long-term results. Importantly, work doesn't disappear. Many financially independent people continue working, but the nature of work changes. Hours decrease, autonomy increases, and purpose replaces urgency. Eventually, the idea of enough becomes visible. When more income no longer increases security, consumption stabilizes. Time becomes the scarce resource, not money. At this point, net worth stops being something you chase. It becomes infrastructure, shaping your options, resilience, and how you move through the world. If this video helped you in any way, take a second to hit the like button. It really supports Investabro. And if you're ready to stop chasing the illusion of success and start building real freedom, subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.